When it comes to driving Singapore's adoption of electric vehicles, many will cite the new jobs and business opportunities this will bring. But as CNA finds out, some businesses are gearing up for the shift to EVs, while others say it's getting hard to cope. Marcus Tan with more.
This is what more workshops could look like in the future. Set up just over a year ago by Komoko Motors, this service centre is the first in Singapore dedicated to EVs. The first thing you notice is the lack of noise, then the smell, not of motor oil but of these rubber mats, known as to protect workers who are handling high voltage components. Next, the air conditioning, which is not only for comfort but prevents the electronics from getting too dusty. Lastly, the tools these technicians are using, like this monitor, which displays live information coming from the car. But workshops like these need a different kind of worker, one that is skilled in technology and certified to handle high voltage components safely. Many other businesses, like family-run Allen's United, say they are not as ready.
It's a totally new system, so we have to go for courses like this to upgrade ourselves. Even my mechanics, who has been with us for long years, they have to go for upgrading courses, which may pose as a challenge to them.
He adds that hiring new workers would also be difficult, as there aren't many who are qualified. This is borne out in a survey by the NTUC Learning Hub. While almost all business leaders in EV-related industries say reskilling is vital, only 21% were prepared to send their workers for training in the next 6 months. The main barriers include a lack of time, budget constraints, and keeping pace with new technology.
Currently, there is no plan to purchase the EV equipments and all, because by the time maybe when we are ready to actually deal with an EV vehicle, it will be obsolete.
Meanwhile, with the network of EV charging points expanding, drivers will likely no longer need to refuel at stations. That is why firms like Shell are getting creative here. For example, they've introduced their cafe concept from overseas to give drivers a place to rest while their cars recharge.
Some stations have somewhere that you can sit down, but it's not always the case. So it would be nice if there's like a designated chargers corner or whatever you want to call it.
To appeal to environmentally conscious drivers, Shell has also piloted high-speed chargers, powered entirely by renewable sources.
We will be progressively rolling out, I would say, products, value propositions that makes a lot more sense to address the needs of the customers who are using the EV chargers, which they are basically telling us, give me something more to do in your stations, because I'm going to spend more time with electric charging than I was when I had an internal combustion engine.
With authorities saying that petrol station land may be repurposed as needed, the pressure is on these businesses to adapt and stay relevant.